Whew. I guess we're getting
nice. Make una listen,
on tips for the 20s. Okay, very important tips that you need for your 20s. Okay, so let's go. You notice how in my last video I didn't say anything about hard work. It's not because I don't believe in hard work. It's not because I don't believe that hard working is important. It's because I know that you already know that. You know, your parents already said that to you, your teachers, people you come across. Because here's the thing. A lot of adults, parents in this part of the world are very, very financially traumatized. Okay, so even from when they give birth to you, they start to name you, names, big names, because they believe that somehow you're going to do better than them, you're going to be great, you're going to make more money than them. So they name some people King of Kings, Chinenye, Chinebute, Chinebunyego, name it. So I didn't talk about hard work in my last video because I know it's like I know my name, that you've been hearing about hard work since you were like, say, 7 years old. Since your brain started functioning, they have been drumming hard work into your head. And that's why I think we're missing it. Okay? Because there's nothing wrong with doing. There's nothing wrong with getting to a stage where you start to do. But knowing is more important than doing. And if you now mix knowing and doing together, you are fire. Okay, so you need to know. There are some important tips you need to know. There are things about yourself you need to know. You need to cultivate a very good mental background for yourself. You understand? So that when you know and you now start to do, you mix them together, you take off. I don't know if you understand. So because a lot of adults in this part of the world are very, very financially traumatized, you are pushed into the world very early. 16, 17, back in the days when we were in school, they used to say, girls that go to the streets, you have to grow up first, it's for women. No? Now 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old girls are outside. Everybody's hustling. You understand? So I don't have a problem with you working hard. I see, girls, I see people all over the place starting businesses, doing this, doing that, which is very good. I just need you to understand that you need to know that knowing is very important. So because you see, when they push you into this world, or when you push yourself into this world as fast as you can so that you can make money, send home, do this, do that, push your life, to the next level. If you don't have knowing, you will struggle. Apart from struggling, you will crumble. You will crumble, especially in your 20s, when your hormones are still running high, when your feelings are still on the high level. You need to know. Knowing is very, 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 very important. So it's because you don't know. That's why you're just 23, or you're just 27, or you're just 22, or you're just 19, and you have decided there's something wrong with you. You have decided that your whole life is over because you applied for something and you got one rejection, and boom, that's it. You don't amount to anything. Girl, you are 23. Chill out. You're 27. Relax. Okay? So that's why I say knowing is important. It's very, very important that you cultivate a particular kind of knowing for yourself. That you know that you are important. I said it in my last video. That it's important that in your 20s you start to see yourself as an important person. No matter the situation you're looking at right now in your life, understand that no matter what, even if your birth has a weird circumstance around it, you are important. There's a reason you came here. You are guided. Okay? God made sure that you made it to this place. So first of all, understand that you are important. Understand that first. Okay? So that when you face rejection, or when you see people who are already in their 40s or mid-30s that are doing great, you will not conclude that there's something wrong with you. So the knowing is important. Cultivating a very, very good knowing of who you are, of how important you are, of how you are guided, of how there's a reason you are here in this world. There's a reason God brought you here. Okay? Of how life is a process. That you're not supposed to figure out everything in one day. So that when I say stuff like you should settle down and have fun, you should get to know yourself. So that you understand that, listen, this is a process. You are walking through it. But if you are walking through it and you have the right knowing of who you are, girl, you're gonna kill it. I promise you. Because let me tell you something. If you check out most people who break world records, or you check out most people who make it to the very, very top. When I say top, I'm talking about like world best top. if you check their childhood, their mothers, their fathers always taught them to speak life into themselves. I'm smart, I'm beautiful, I'm this, I'm that. Those things help them to build their mentality of who they are. They make a very good mental background of who they are. But around here, there is mostly just go, find money, get money, go, get money. And it makes you to feel like you're not doing enough at your age. And I'm here to stop you in your tracks. Stop it. Take time. Cultivate a very good mental background for yourself. In fact, I wrote this down. You can't choose your parents. You can't choose who raised you. Okay? So it's possible you even grew up in a background where you're spoken down on. They've been talking down on you since you were like maybe 12. And now all of a sudden you're in your 20s. They want you to go into the world and be great. You don't even have the right knowing. So settle down today and start to cultivate, a very good knowing of yourself, a very good knowing of your, start using words of affirmations now. I'm this, I'm beautiful, everything works out for me, this, that. It looks crazy, but start doing it. Start changing the words that are playing in your head. Now that you're in your 20s, now that you're in your early 20s, this is the right time to change all the bad words that were spoken to you when you were growing up. In my last video, I said something about how the things you know as a teenager, or the things you thought as a teenager, is now clashing with the real situation you're seeing in real life now. So it's possible that at this point in your life, the words or the bad words that were spoken to you as a teenager, the things that were spoken, like all the talk down that was done to you, is still playing in your head over and over. This is the time for you to settle down and start changing those words and start replaying them the right way, so that you can have a very good background, a very good mental background of a strong knowing of who you are, especially of who you are in God, because there's a reason you are here. You are created for a very good reason. You are not here by mistake. So you don't settle down and decide, because one bad thing happened to me, there's something wrong with my entire life. People in their 20s do that a lot, because your feelings are running high. Just learn to control your mind and control what goes into your mind. What are you even watching? You're always on your phone. Do you take time to find things that speak life into you? Or do you just watch every jargon? Not everything is good for your mind. So if you're going to be great, this is the time to start, restructuring your mindset, right? Okay, the next point I have to make is that this is the time for you to become the center of your own world, right? I don't care how much money you have. Maybe you don't have enough money. Maybe you feel like you cannot do photo shoots. But if you can afford photo shoots as a girl in your early 20s, this is the time. Dress up. Go into a studio. Go and take pictures of yourself. Take pictures of every angle. Understand. Start to feel stardom. Develop your own personal stardom. You understand? Develop your own personal brightness. Have this brightness inside of you. Take pictures of yourself. Like yourself. Change what you don't like. Look at yourself in a way that is beautiful, so that when somebody is coming to propose marriage to you, because you're in your 20s now, I'm sure men are coming, I'm sure marriage proposals are coming, so that when people come to you and they're talking about marriage, you'll not be busy thinking about how on that wedding day you will be the center of attention, and it will distract you from asking the right questions. It will distract you from asking the man the right questions you're supposed to ask him. Before you know it, you jump into what you're not supposed to jump into. So become a star of your life. Become the celebrity of your own life. Take pictures. You can't go to the studio. Set your phone. Bring your friends together. If we should do a picture night or do a video night, start recording. See yourself as a star, so you don't depend on only wedding day to be a star. It will distract you from asking the right questions. It will distract you from doing your research when you want to follow a man. I don't know if you understand, because I know there's a rumor out here that they are going that men go for younger girls, because of like girls in their early 20s, because of how young they are. Yeah, that can be true. But also, manipulative men are looking for you, your age mates, expecting you not to have sense, expecting you not to have any sense of identity, expecting you not to have any form of likeness for yourself. So start cultivating it now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Start cultivating it now, so that when somebody comes into your life, they will see how important you take yourself. That at this point, you already see yourself as important. I don't know if you understand. There are more tips coming. I love you. Mwah.